What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Pluto TV, new app. Well, I don't know if it's a new app. It's an app that I've heard about where you can watch free TV. It's owned by ViacomCBS, which I didn't even know Viacom and CBS were the same company. So it's, a giant corporation that kind of put together what is basically like the type of cable, in a lot of ways, the type of cable you would get in like a motel, where there's movie channels, there's, kind of channels that are specifically for marathons of certain shows, almost like very similar to apps that you would see on jailbroken or hacked devices, like a hacked Fire Stick or whatever. They usually have those kind of streaming services where you can watch channels, live broadcast channels. And this is no different. It's all ad supported. That's why it's free. You don't have to pay for it, which is nice that you don't have to pay for it. It's always good to have other options because there's definitely not enough content. If you have Netflix and HBO and Amazon and Hulu, there's just not enough stuff to watch. There's just nothing out there. It's like a barren wasteland of entertainment. There's nothing. Not even podcasts exist. So since none of those things exist and there's nothing to watch, might as well check out Pluto TV, which I finally did. I've probably heard ads on it, specifically Getting Dug with High, a podcast that I enjoy watching on YouTube, gets rebroadcast on Pluto TV. So I probably heard about it, at least discussed on that show before. But it has all of the things that I really enjoy. If you're a fan of this show, if you watch this show, then you know that I love movies, that I love MMA, I love stand-up comedy, and of course podcasts. Now I already talked about Getting Dug with High being on the show. That'd be like the only podcast that I know of that's on there. It's got a THC channel where it's all, I believe, weed-related shows. But a lot of the times they're broadcasting Getting Dug with High. They also have a bunch of movie channels, so you can stream, they have different channels for different genres. So there's like a comedy channel and a drama channel and a horror channel and all the kind of different movie genres. It also has some MMA. It streams like Glory Kickboxing and some other kind of MMA type fighting. So I recently just got rid of Fight Pass, trying to rearrange bills and get rid of stuff that I'm not really using. So I got rid of Fight Pass, so I'm not going to be able to watch, which kind of sucks. There's some things like EBI I enjoyed watching, and what was that jiu-jitsu tournament that they do, the 5-on-5s. Those are fun. I'll probably miss those. Maybe I'll be able to catch them somewhere else. But they have, the nice thing is that Pluto TV has broadcast some fights and stuff like that. I don't think they're live fights or anything, but still being able to throw, if I feel like watching some fighting and maybe ESPN Plus there's nothing on there that I want to watch. There's some channels on Pluto TV. But the thing that I enjoy the most is the stand-up. With Netflix, you get a lot of specials. There's a lot of the hour-long specials. It's kind of the new trend, which I love stand-up comedy. So it's right now, as a fan of stand-up comedy, you can't. It's a great time to be alive. Let's just say that. There's more stand-up available now than any time in human history. But what I miss, that I used to watch a lot of, especially on like Comedy Central and stuff, were the shorter sets, doing like the 15-minute, half-hour long specials, which Netflix has done a few, like the Degenerates series. They've done a couple of those. Comedy Around the World, I think those are shorter sets. They've done a couple of the compilations of shorter stand-up comedy. But this one has a few channels. There's like a stand-up specific channel. There's a couple channels from Comedy Central. But there's a lot of just, stuff that I enjoy. I just put it on in the background, right? So I'll probably be doing that later when I go to edit this episode and the rest of the episodes for this week. Uh, Throw on and just have stand-ups that I haven't seen, but I'd like to get introduced to, uh, whether they're from LA or from New York. I mean, Kill Tony does a lot of this as well, which I enjoy, but they only get like a 1 minute long set. Um, but yeah, so the stand-up part I really enjoy. I really enjoy. The downside of this app and the ads specifically is that the ads just kind of pop in at random times. So it's not necessarily the most ideal time for an ad. It's not when ad breaks were intended to be broken into the programming. So you'll be watching a stand-up set, and like right during the setup of the premise, just cuts to ads, and then you have to wait, and then it just cuts right back, and you have to try and remember, after watching the same ads that you've watched a million times already, you kind of have to remember what the setup was because they're about to hit the punchline, and if you don't remember, then the ad just kind of ruined the joke. So aside from the ads constantly ruining the joke and the structures of the jokes, I really enjoy the service. It's kind of a fun, kind of similar to like Crackle. There's on-demand movies and TV shows and things that you can get through Pluto TV also. So in that way, it's similar to like a service like Crackle, where they have movies and TV shows that are ad supported. You don't have to pay for it. But ad breaks will kind of be spliced in here and there. So there's other services like that, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the fact that it's free. I enjoy the fact that there's things on there. It's like there's a few channels that are just nonstop. They have other stuff too. Like if you're into music videos, remember those days? They have music video channels. They have just music that's being streamed. So if you want to listen to just certain types of music, they have other sports other than just MMA. They have bunch of news channels, like 10, 15 different news channels, which I don't watch the news. All that's like if anything happens in the world, I'm going to see it just through social media, like anything important or like people that I'm around will kind of, hey, did you know that we just got bombed? Like I'm going to find out. There's nothing the news is going to surprise. It's all just bullshit ways for them to make ad revenue based on whatever kind of agenda they want to push. So I don't give a shit about the news. But if you do give a shit about the news, they have all the news channels, which is nice. People like to watch the news. But then they have all kinds of other stuff. Like there's a Fear Factor channel, Addams Family channel, bunch of cartoon channels, just a bunch of different stuff. I don't know how many channels in total this service offers, but I don't know. It's kind of a service that I've enjoyed using this past week. One to I don't know. You going through like Netflix and all the standard services, and just like nothing just stands out. So sometimes it is nice just to, and it's been a long time since I've kind of watched or consumed content in this way, where you just kind of put something on and you just let it go, or you're channel surfing. I haven't channel surfed in forever. So it kind of brought me back to over a decade ago when I used to have cable and used to go through the menu of DirecTV, not finding anything to watch. Still happens. So you can bring all that old nostalgic feeling back with Pluto TV. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's an app that maybe if you haven't heard of it, you can check it out. I have it on my Apple TV. It's on my phone as well. I would imagine you could get it on all the other smart devices like Roku's and Fire Sticks. But it's it's kind of it's for putting stuff on in the background, or like if I had a business, I would put this on, rather than trying to constantly look for something to watch, just kind of throwing on a channel and just like having the shit play. It's nice, a nice way to mix it up. and I enjoy it. So that's Pluto TV app that you can go check out for free TV. Yeah. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go buy my artwork over at inspireddisorder.com and save 25% when you use coupon code RTS. Follow me on social media at Ray Taylor. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!